If you're a Scorpio, you already know this truth. You don't connect with many people. You can talk, you can be polite, you can even seem close, but real connection? That's rare. Scorpio doesn't bond on the surface. You don't want small talk, empty promises, or relationships that fade the moment things get uncomfortable. You crave something deeper, something real, something that reaches the darkest parts of your soul and stays. That's why throughout your life, you may only form a handful of truly deep connections, but when you do, they change you forever. These are not just friendships or relationships, they are soul-level bonds. And today, we're revealing the 5 deepest connections a Scorpio can form, the ones that truly see you, challenge you, and transform you. If you're a Scorpio, you'll recognize them immediately. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation, death, rebirth, and truth. This means one thing: you feel everything intensely, even when you hide it well. You read people effortlessly. You sense lies before they're spoken. You notice emotional shifts others completely miss. Because of this, shallow relationships exhaust you. You can't fake interest. You can't pretend to trust. Scorpio doesn't fear being alone. What you fear is betrayal. You've learned, often through painful experiences, that not everyone deserves access to your inner world, so you guard it carefully. When you let someone in, it's not casual, it's deliberate, intentional. And once someone crosses that emotional boundary, they don't just become part of your life, they become part of your psyche. That's why your deepest connections feel so intense, why they linger, why even years later, you still feel their impact. Now let's explore the 5 connections that go deeper than all the rest. This is the connection that sees you. Not the image you show the world, but the version of you that exists behind closed doors. This person doesn't flinch at your intensity. They don't fear your silence. They don't try to fix your darkness. Instead, they reflect it back to you with understanding. Often, this connection comes from emotionally intuitive signs, like Cancer or Pisces, or from someone who has suffered deeply and grown wiser because of it. With them, you don't need to explain yourself. They feel what you feel. They sense when something is wrong, even when you say, "I'm fine." They sit with you in silence without making it uncomfortable. This bond is built on emotional honesty. You show them your fears, your wounds, your past, and instead of pulling away, they stay. For Scorpio, this connection feels safe, healing, almost rare in its gentleness. It's not always romantic. Sometimes it's a friendship, sometimes a family bond. But it teaches you something powerful, that your depth is not a burden. It is a gift when shared with the right soul. This is the connection that ignites you. Passion, desire, emotional intensity. Nothing about this bond is subtle. This connection often forms with signs like Leo, Aries, or another Scorpio, people who can match your fire without being consumed by it. When you meet them, the chemistry is instant, magnetic, unavoidable. You feel drawn to them, even when logic tells you to be careful. This bond is powerful because it mirrors Scorpio's all-or-nothing nature. You don't love halfway. You don't commit lightly. With this connection, emotions run high: love, jealousy, loyalty, conflict. It can be beautiful and dangerous. Because when 2 intense souls collide, transformation is inevitable. This connection teaches Scorpio about control, about vulnerability, about the difference between passion and obsession. Sometimes it lasts a lifetime. Sometimes it burns fast and leaves scars. But no matter how it ends, this bond changes you. It shows you how deeply you can feel and how powerful love can be when it's fueled by intensity and truth. This connection doesn't shout. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't overwhelm. Instead, it stays. Often found in signs like Virgo or Capricorn, This person proves love through consistency, not words. They show up. They keep their promises. They don't disappear when things get hard. For Scorpio, this kind of loyalty is priceless. You don't trust easily, but when you do, you need stability. This connection grounds you, balances your emotional depth with logic and structure. They may not fully understand your intensity, but they respect it. And over time, their quiet devotion earns your trust completely. This bond reminds Scorpio that love doesn't always have to be dramatic to be real. Sometimes, the deepest connection is the one that never leaves. This connection feels otherworldly. You don't just talk, you understand each other beyond words. Often linked to Pisces or Cancer, this bond feels karmic, emotional, and deeply spiritual. You may meet during a turning point in your life, a loss, a transformation, a rebirth. This person helps you heal without trying to change you. They connect with your soul, not your ego. With them, conversations drift toward life, pain, destiny, and meaning. Time feels irrelevant. This bond teaches Scorpio how to soften, how to trust emotion without fear. It doesn't always last forever. Sometimes its purpose is to guide you through a phase, but its impact stays with you long after it's gone. This connection reminds you that not all bonds are meant to stay. Some are meant to awaken you. This is the rarest connection of all, the one that changes your life completely. This bond feels familiar from the first moment, as if you've known them before, as if your souls recognize each other instantly. This connection challenges you, breaks you open, forces you to confront your deepest fears. They don't just love you, they transform you. This bond can be romantic or deeply personal, but it always carries lessons. Sometimes it lasts forever. Sometimes it ends painfully. And that's the hardest truth for Scorpio to accept. Because not all soulmates are meant to stay. Some are meant to teach. This connection strips away illusions. It forces growth. It reshapes your understanding of love, trust, and self-worth. Even if they leave, they remain part of you. For Scorpio, this is the connection that marks the soul forever. If you're a Scorpio, understand this. You were never meant to connect with everyone. Your soul is deep, intense, sacred. Only a few are capable of meeting you there. But when they do, the bond is unbreakable, transformative, and real. You don't need many connections. You need true ones. And when you find them, you love fiercely, protect deeply, and never forget. If you're a Scorpio, tell me in the comments, have you already met one of your deepest connections? And if this resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected, because the stars always have more to reveal.